Hello everybody, this is Martin here. Hopefully you can get me. I apologize for that just now. And able to, now those of you who is listening now, hopefully we are able to do this. And so, all right. So just want to do a sound check first. Where are you here listening from? Okay. Want to do a sound check first. Where are you? Okay, so let me just go on to what we see here. All right, and there you are. Okay, so this is where we are, and just let me know where you're listening from. All right, where are you listening from? Just want to know. Okay, just let me know where you're listening from. And is my sound coming in okay? Where you're listening from? Just give me a thumbs up when you're able to do so. Right, apologize for that one. And hi Peter, good to see you again. Right, you have seen this many times, Peters. But today we're going to show you a bit more demo how you're going to be doing that. All right, anybody else? Okay, can you hear me? No sound. Just want to do a sound check. Can you hear me or not? Right, can you hear me? But sound is coming in okay on this side. Just want to know if you can hear me. Zach, can you test the sound, Zach? Okay, Julian said the sound is okay. So it's just Peter that's having this issue. Give me a thumbs up if you're listening now, and we're going to go through the agenda. Apologize for that one. All the technicality of really getting into the Facebook, which actually took some time to get in, all right? So we're going to go on to the slide that we have, and just going to bring you into the scene, right? And we're going to go through the PowerPoint. All right, let's look at the market for what it is today. All right, so today I'm just going to show you a disclaimer, right? And what we want to do is this disclaimer, just want to say that what we teach here are more for educational purposes, and some of the stocks we talk about here and the material that we use, we are not responsible, and please consult your investment advisor for any further news and above. All right, so that's how we want to be doing this. So hopefully you are able to see what we are doing are really to enhance your education. All right, of course we're going to move on to what we have now. Okay, and what we want to do is to really use this time. I'm going to set up my Facebook because I need to know what I'm listening to. Okay, so that way I'm able to. This is Martin here. So I need to see what I'm actually have. So it's okay. So right now I have my Facebook already joined in, and I really want to know how the audience is. Okay, so the screen's looking well. All right, so let's start now. All right, now what do you see here? All right, what do you see here, audience? Okay, now this is definitely a chart, right? What can you all see now? Can you all type? Let me know what you all see. Okay, what do you all see here? Okay, what can you see on this chart? Can you type? Okay, what do you see here? All right. Okay, so those of you typing, I hope, what can you see on this chart? Okay, hi Bala, okay. So I'm just going to hold on to this chart here and let me know what can you see here. Okay. Now if you can see from this chart, we have a fairly complicated chart right now. So can the audience just tell me what you all see here? That's right, lots of lines, isn't it? That's right, okay. Lots of lines, okay, and all right, that's good. What else can you see? Okay. What else can you all see? Okay. Lots of line, right? Okay, so lots of line, isn't it? Okay, good. So that's where we are right now. Lots of line, and that's not what we're here to teach you anyway. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, very messy. Now, a lot of time technical analysis actually look at this. Okay, but what we try and do is going to show you some of the best secret we have in the stock market is how to make 5 or 6% per annum in the stock market by trading shares and we have a track record for that, and how one trader made over $500,000 right in unrealized profit in 2007 using volume spread analysis with simple financial indicators, and also how to trade in harmony with the smart money. All right, so here we are, and that's why, and also what I'm going to do is to really look into how smart money operator works by decoding their game plan. All right, so I am the IVSA chief trainer here, and I'm going to just share with you how we are able to do this. Okay, so things that we look at, right, are quite different from most people, right? Do bear in mind, one of the reasons why is come back to you. Give me a minute, all right? I'll get back to my PowerPoint here. How's the sound now? Now the sound is okay, right? Okay, so I can't use that. I have to come back to this one here. Okay, so all right, is my sound coming in okay? All right, hi Steve. Okay, so what I want to cover is, as you can see here, if you can get the sound back, then you'll see there is a line change and no supply. Those are the two powerful volume indicators that I'll be talking about in price and volume. Of course, there are more, but today the workshop we're going to be doing is just going to be looking on this one here: line change and no supply. Right. So we use this tool, okay, as our entry. Okay, this is our entry. Hopefully you can see this on the top right hand side. Right. And tomorrow we'll be using the live trading tool. All right. Thanks a lot, Stanley, for coming in. Bala too. All right. We want to see how Salahuddin is here. Thank you. All right. And right now we were able to look at this tool here, line change and no supply. And then we're going to move on to the online trading platform. Now on the online trading platform, some of you may know, right? This is definitely Trading View. That's right. It's one of the lower cost per se that we will be using to do all our trading, and we're going to be sharing some lessons learned from our case study. Okay, we'll be looking at two stocks, CCK19 and also Supercomac on the 13th of July. And we'll be using, definitely the fourth one is how to repeat this trade and find the one next time, every time. So we actually use the VSA screen. Right, that will be tomorrow's session, which is the 29th, it'll be 30th of August. So that's the one we're going to be covering tomorrow. So any questions so far, right, that we are looking at as the market is? So that's the agenda for the next 1.5 hours they'll be going through, and which is going to be really a challenge because there's a delay between the response that we have and how long I will get your response. So maybe is the video delay, Zach, or the feedback delay? Is the video delay or the feedback delay? The feedback for the video. The video is delayed. Okay, the video is delayed. So we have to probably wait for you all to get the shares, and then they're going to come back to this one. All right. Okay, now this one is all right. Good. So hopefully you are able to see the video. So I'm just going to wait for the right video to appear before I move on to the next scene. Okay, I'll just sort of move forward. All right, thanks. Okay. Now tomorrow we'll be doing our 30 minutes live FB trading here around 12 noon to 12:45. Just take care of the time. Just we note 30th of August from 12 noon to 12:45. That's where we'll be doing our live trading. So make sure you catch us that tomorrow. Then we'll be looking some of the stocks that we're going to be talk about here. We'll be looking at tomorrow. At the same time, we'll be using the VSA trading screener to do that. The VSA trading screener to do that, and that will somehow take us to the entire time. So hopefully you are able to see this VSA screener on the charts here. So we're just going to sort of move on to the next. Now I'm just going to ask the audience, which is going to be, what is the greatest challenge so far that you have, right? What are your greatest challenges that you have so far, right? So please key in your response and let me know, so perhaps I can talk about it on your thing. What has been your greatest challenge so far, right? Just think about the stock market that you have, the issues. What has those been? You know, is it picking up stocks or really exiting or psychology? Okay, I think a lot of time people would come to me and ask me, really is, you know, the trading emotion, which a lot of people find it very difficult. I just bumped into one of my clients today, and you know, he said that, look, Martin, you know, I've been following you. I did make money, but the psychology, you know, following the trading plan, letting the profit run, and always that has been a real challenge going forward, how you want to move forward. All right, I think the entry and exit strategy, which is, in my opinion, is one of the easiest, right? Partly it's because many of you do not do enough, or do you actually ever do a trading plan? Now, trading plan is very important. That's what we will talk about in one of the workshop that we have. And one of the things that we really do in our one-day workshop is really look at your trading plans. All right. Anyone, you have any more challenge, just key it in there and just share with the group. So that would be great. Right. So now, next slide. Knowing how the market functions. All right. Knowing how the market functions is going to be far more important than knowing why you want to buy this stock. A lot of time we tend to chase stocks. What do we mean by chasing stocks? Right? Chasing stocks is where everyone is talking about that stock, and we tend to enter because that stock is favorable. But the method that we use today, so-called, I'm going to share with you, is the volume spread analysis. Let me just come back to here. Okay. Now, volume spread analysis, we actually look at few things. Volume, okay, spread analysis. So we look at few things, and one of the things that really take me is understanding the market. Okay, what's happening to the market? No, okay, the dynamic, who are the players? Okay, and these are the questions that we really want to ask ourselves. Who are the players? For start, let me just ask you this 4 things. Now, how does the market function? All right, how does the market function? Does the function in an orderly fashion, random, regulatory, or inside hands? What do you think? How does the market functions? Okay, how does the market functions? All right. So the market function is actually understanding who are your players. So you have the buyer, okay, you have the seller. But within the buyer and the seller, there's what we call the retail, and then we have the big boys. Okay, so it is the big boys that is the inside hands. That's right. It is the big boy that is the inside hand, and that is the one that really follow the smart money. That's right. So the question here is always the right answer is the success is with the big boys. Now that's right. So if you are following the big boys, right, then you would have known that this is where the market will eventually go on. All right. The big boys. So the key thing is understanding inside hands. That's right. Inside hands. Now I just want to know the audience who is listening now. Can you type yes if you are listening now? So I just want to know whether there's a delay within the message. Can you type yes? No. Okay. All right. If you can, just move on. Else, it's going to be sort of now. The answer is definitely the success is the big boys. All right, the big boys. So this is what we're going to do. So next, and by understanding the inside hands, this is where you have the navigation. All right, and by knowing the inside hands, right, you become the big boys. So what you want to do, just like the boat, okay, and this is like the wheel. All right, this is the wheel, right, and you're controlling your trade. When you're controlling your trade, you follow the smart money. That's right. So once you're able to follow the smart money, and this is how you want to know where to. Now, all VSA trader have to understand the market structure, right? They have to understand the market structure, and the market structure consists of 4 stages, right? Now, there is, of course, let me just draw this again, right? I hope you can see this. This is very, very easy to understand, and just knowing how the market stages work, that will definitely give you up here. So the market goes up like this, and then it goes up, then finally it comes down, and then it goes through this. So we would have the market go through what we have, okay, right, and we draw this, okay. So we have what we call the stage 1. Now stage 1, we would normally call them accumulation, okay. Then we have here is the stage 2, we call them markup. All right, and we have the stage 3, distribution, and then stage 4, is the markdown. All right. So you can see there are actually 4 stages. Stage 1, where the market seems to be moving here. This is what we call the accumulation, right? And then you have the stage 2, the markup, where the market goes up here. And then the stage 3 is the distribution. This is the distribution where we will see where smart money likely to distribute during good news. And then stage 4, we have the markdown. So let's go through this one by one. In stage 1, accumulation, typically we will have no news really, and you have a low volume accumulation, right? And smart money will be using this as a mean to buy. So that is where you will see a lot of what we call hidden buying. Okay, hidden buying here, right? So this is where we see hidden buying, right? And when good news, this is good news or bad news? What do you think? So this is definitely no news, right? So you have no news here, and then you have some hidden buying, and that's the key thing. So once that is over, markets start to move up. Okay, so when it move up, what do we get? Right? That's where we have beginning to get some good news. Okay, so here, okay, we get good news. Right? And what do you think the overall market psychology? Right? Good, right? You have good, everything is good or starting to turn good. Right? So here you will have more higher volume. Okay, higher volume here that's coming in. So these are where we see higher volume in here, and that's where what we have, right? Retailers, okay, retailers will be buying. Retailers buy here, somewhere here. Now who buys here? Who buys here? What do you think? Retailers or smart money in stage 1, right? This one is definitely smart money. Okay, smart money, okay, buy in stage 1. Smart money buy in stage 1. Okay, so this is where smart money buys one. And as the market go higher, the key to the success, right, is as it go higher and higher, okay, more and more retailer, okay, more and more retailer, okay, are joining the bandwagon. That's right. More and more retailer in here, and this is where usually we get the biggest volume. Okay, the biggest volume would come in here. There we have the highest volume, right? And we have extreme good news. Okay, extreme good news. So right now you can see this, okay, that will give you, right, the extremity where the market is. So at stage 3 we have very huge volume. Who is buying more? Who is selling here? In stage 3, who is selling in stage 3? Come on, everybody. Can someone tell me who is selling in stage 3? Right? Who is selling in stage 3? Okay. Who is selling in stage 3? Okay. So definitely, smart money is selling. Okay. So smart money is selling in stage 3. Okay, this is what we call distribution. Right. This is selling. And then once you go through that, we will come on to the last stage, right? There where what we have good news. Okay. Turn back. Okay, so in stage 4, this is stage 3. Okay, and we have stage 4. Okay, we have the markdown. So mark we have from good news, turn back. Okay, good news, turn back. So I hope you can catch this very interesting stage 1 where we go through accumulation, where there is hidden buying. Smart money actually buys in stage 1. So it's very important for you to follow the smart money. So you're able to see that this market go through, stage 1 going to stage 2. And stage 3, that's where a lot of retailers are really joining the stage. And that's where you want to be very careful in stage 3. Stage 3, smart money sell. Who buys them? More retailer buys them. That's right. So I'm just going to write more retail. Okay, buys. And then in stage 4 that's the time where we will see smart money. Okay. Selling slowly. Most of the distribution is actually done in stage 4. Now remember, most of the distribution is done in stage 3. So in stage 3, they already made the trade out. So what's left now here is just the retailer which is holding the situation. So retailer is the one who's holding this level in here, and that's the one that we have to be careful not to fall into the situation where you want to be in stage 4. All right, so this is why today I want to spend a bit more time going through stage 1 where we have the accumulation, stage 2, all right, which is the markup, stage 3 a distribution on very good news, and stage 4 we also see a lot of high volume right now in stage 4. Stage 4 we tend to see high volume. Okay, high volume in stage 4. Okay, high volume in stage 4, and that's where we get a lot of good news. Now this is a very important principle in my opinion, and that will actually get you into the right trade of mind. Okay, now we want to ask some audience some questions. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, any questions so far? Okay, now in here is an exercise. All right, this is an exercise here. I want you to tell me the answers. Okay, the answers to A. What stage is A in? Just type it in there if you can for me. And what is stage between A to AB? And what stage is it? Stage B. Can you do that? What is stage B? And then finally, what is the stage between B to A? Can you do that? Can you type it in the answers? All right, can you do that for me? Okay, good. Stage A is accumulation. We got some answers coming here. How about AB? For moving from A to B, what is that? All right, markup. Good. B, what stage is that? Okay, that's distribution. And then B back to A is? All right, that will be the markdown stage. Okay, good. All right. Okay, there's a question here. Okay. Okay, the question is, can I see one of the questions that was asked? Okay, question is, all right, good. Okay, this one is distribution. All right, good. Okay. Now, how do you know smart money joined in stage 1? That's a very good question. How we know smart money joined? Now, smart money normally buys, okay. Now, the question was smart money stage 1. Okay. Now the question is, how do smart money join? You won't know smart money join one. So smart money always go in on the pretense of bad news. That's where they will be buying, slowly buying and supporting. The key thing is the support. Okay, the support that they will try to push the price down, but on low volume it goes back up. So what it does is wiggle around. Sometimes it goes a bit lower, it wiggle around, and it tend to accumulate. The volume will be very low volume here, right? Because most retailers are not trained to read smart money, and because of that they see low volume, no interest, but the smart money accumulate. Now when the smart money buy, does it go on to the newspaper to make those announcements? What do you think? Definitely not, right? So how do we know? Now let's say one big syndicate, but always come out, no, I like this stock a lot and this stock is going to go higher, right? What is he actually telling you? What do you think? Right? He's telling you that he intends to distribute. So this is where we see the support, and then we have another one is the resistance. So smart money would tend to be buy here. After all this accumulation, what do? They're ready to mark up. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is stage 1. Right? There is no way we were able to determine, but on records, that's for sure, on trading record that certain smart money accumulated. Typically, when they buy, they will want to cover their trail, right? So good, we've done this exercise. Now let's do this next exercise, which is drawing the trend line. Drawing the trend line to depict the market stages. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to go through. Now in here, what you have is actually a chart that looks like this. Okay, a chart that looks like this. Okay, we got another question here. How to identify distribution or accumulation stages? Now the way to do that is looking at the volume. Now in IVSA, we have the hit zone. We use the hit zone and we use the volume to tell us. So right at the market top, we use the hit zone, and typically they will move in a support and resistance way. All right. So distribution, it's much easier to look at. Typically we have some sort of hint from whether the news is good or bad. Now today we talk about QL for some of our members in here, right? And the good news is QL has been moving very high. Now there's even more good news. So what we want to look for is sign of weakness. Now look for sign of weakness. What do we look for? Right, Julia? Sign of weakness are what we call this red sign. Okay, this is a sign of weakness. And you see a lot of them in the trade VSA chart. Okay, so we have here now, right, is this chart here, and what we want to do is basically frame the trend lines. Here we have the trend line. Okay, then we have the trend line here. Then we have this very small, very small here. And then the next thing we have the uptrend. So, in your opinion, what stage is this? Okay, what stage is this? This is definitely a stage. This is a stage what? This is a stage 4 markdown. Okay, stage 4 markdown, right? And what is this stage here? This is a stage 2. Okay, sorry, this is stage 1. Okay, stage 1 accumulation. Okay, and after, when it goes through accumulation, what do you remember? After accumulation, you see volume. This is where we start to see volume, right? Can you see volume here? And finally, the volume's up here. Okay, this will be stage 2. Now, what you're seeing here is perhaps the Malaysia, okay, KLCI. Now, one of the indicators that we really use is this green hit zone. Now, just imagine if you have a trade VSA and the market turn green after seeing the line change, right? Which we're going to go through next. The line change. So, imagine you have a software that can help you trade VSA on the this I would think around mid-July, when the market turned green, what does that tell you? That tells you this market is starting to turn bullish. How about here? Somewhere early May, right? 2018. When the what we call this, the color zone. Okay, we call this the heat zone. Okay, red. Now, if you have a Trade VSA software like this, it definitely helped you a lot, especially the newbie who do not know what market stages that you're in. All right, stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3. So when the market go through a stage 4 markdown, usually you'll see a red markdown, a red heat zone, and when it goes through green heat zone, that's where it will begin stage 2. But sometimes it go through a green, red alternate within 1 or 2 weeks. That tells you the market is not going anywhere. It's just congesting and just trading sideways. All right, trading sideways. So we want to make sure we avoid those. Now, the Trade VSA, it's a very good indicator of trend, provided the trend is our friend. Okay, the trend must be there. So whenever you see the trend is up, then you maintain that green thing. Okay, Red Sun did ask us is how much for the indicator. All right, we're going to get down to that later. All right, okay, keep your question to it. So what is this action that you see now? All right, what action do you see now here? Now, what is this guy doing? Okay, you can see right now, all right, this is the money. Okay, so this is the money. So basically, we are following the trail of the money. A very good question someone asked is, how do we know that the smart money is in there? Now, one of the key things as I talk about, which I'm going to draw here, right, is this here. Smart money will always go through low volume. One of the criteria is low volume. Okay, it will be, price will be supported. Okay, and where you see next thing is what we call the spread of the bar. Now I'm starting to introduce volume spread analysis terminology, spread of the bar. Okay, what is the spread of the bar? Now many of you may be familiar with Japanese candlesticks, right? They never look at the spread of the bar. A lot of the bars are what we see are what we call, if you see this, okay, this is a candlestick, and you have, this will be the high, this will be the low, okay, and this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the spread of the bar, which means you use high minus low. So that will be your spread. Okay, that will be your spread. So what we want to do is follow the smart money, where we will be looking at this junction here, all right, lots of narrow spread bar, or what we call them tests and no supply. So today we'll be focusing, due to the time frame that we have, we will focusing on no supply, and once the market is ready to break out, this is the part here. But some charts accumulated 3 to 5 years still mark up. No, Red Sun. You have to tell me which chart. Okay, that is why earlier on, right? Let me go back to here. You frame your charts. Now, if you look on this KLCI, right? Now, don't confuse. Accumulation and markup are different, right? Now, it's no surprise if you're not familiar with VSA. That is why you would know that the market, okay, not showing that. Now, charts can accumulate 3 to 5 years, no doubt, but when they break out, that's where you see this. I think a very good one was Uchitech. I bought Uchitech sometime. It was on congestion for like 12 months, but it still pay a very good dividend. Now, if you look at this chart that we have in front here, okay, you have the, okay, this is where, you see this part here. So the market went through very, very tight, came down, and you have this very good volume. That was the volume. Whenever you see climatic volume, that usually signifies the end of the trend. In this case was a stage 4. Okay, this case was a stage 4, and then when you see this high volume, that's the end of the stage 4. Right? And then you see volume coming in, that's why the market started to move up. So a tool like Trade VSA, using the green heat zone, just imagine you're able to get right in here when you see the test and you have a line change here. All right, that's where you want to be in. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? All right. Else, I'm just going to move on. Time is almost 8:30 now. We're going to now follow the volume spread analysis. There are 4 super traders that use this. Not only done Earl Lunger, Ray Dalio, and they have done very, very well. You can look at the returns that they made by Earl Lunger, which is a world champion here. And then Ray Dalio made about 800 over million in 2016, and also 400 millions. Okay, and okay, let me just use the laser pointer here, and you can see here they made about 400 million return. Sorry, 400% return in last 18 months, and then you have the made about 14,000% return. Okay, in 28 months. Okay, so this is why we find that volume spread analysis really has merits, because the professionals are using it. If the professionals are using it, why not you? And we even make it easier for you if you use Trade VSA. Currently it's available for the Malaysian market. You can have it real time, and tomorrow when we do the live trading, I hope you can join us at 12 noon tomorrow. We're going to show you some of the charts that we and also looking at some of the charts are able to move higher. All right, and that's able to make you very quick money. Okay, instant money we call it sometimes. Okay, so let's move on now. What is the job of smart money? Okay, the job of smart money is to lure the sheeps. That's where the public is. Okay, if you are the public, and a lot of time you don't have time to really know what to buy and what to share, what do you normally do? If you don't have time to buy shares, or you don't have time to look at, you will always look for the stock tips, right? Isn't it? Stock tips is most popular. They can get it from blogs, they can get it from website, but you must understand who gives this stock tip to you. Correct, right? So one of the things, the key thing is to understand what we talked about earlier on, which is understanding, right, where we are. I hope you can look on my white flick chart here on the left hand side of the chart, is what market stages are they in. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Just pay attention to the left hand side of it. So it's important that when you look at the charts you're looking at, make sure you are not the sheeps. What happened to the sheeps? Tell me. What normally happened to the sheeps? Okay, the sheeps, what happened? They always what? They get slaughtered, right? That's right. The sheeps always get slaughtered, and whenever they get slaughtered, they always blame, hey, you know, I bought these stocks and somehow I lost money. Now remember, have you ever been caught on it? And also there are times where people buy certain stock which is 52-week high or 1 year high, and they jump in and buy, right? Why did they buy it? Have you thought about it? Is it because it's in stage 3, in stage 2, or in stage 1? So do consider where you are, especially the stocks in that perspective. All right. So just keep that in mind. Now this is a very good example. What we talk about the smart money is. Now have you heard of this company before called TechFast? All right. Now TechFast has surged more than 400%, right, already. And by the time that news came on, the news was really, really good, and a lot of people jump in and want to buy. But pay attention to the date here. This date, when this news came out, was October 24th. Now let's know this is on October 23rd, and that was where the market high. Can you see that? This was where the market high. But as soon as the market hit the top here, you could see this was a distribution. Okay, let me just take this and change the pointer now to a pen. You could see this here, right? was a, and then you go on, right? This was a stage 2. This was a stage 3, right? Now remember, as the market go here, this is where the market start to do the distribution. Now in early mid-August already, there are already news that this piece of news called TechFast being published in Bloomberg. All right, they're already planning. They were distributing in here. Now, if you look back at TechFast today the market has gone down significantly a lot. So if you had bought this part where you have the low volume and the volume came in at the beginning, what we call the stage 1, and you could see you could have got in 300% at the beginning in March last year. 300% in how many months? We saw this. Now we have in our trade VSA, we have this ATR stop loss. That's the important mark that we tell our members. This is where you want to take some profit. All right. So that way you're able to clock in 300% return in about 11 months. Isn't that a lot? Right? And then you could have avoided the 70% sell-off, right? And this is the part where this chart here, okay, break through the ATR stop loss. Now in our trade VSA, we have all our simple indicator. Now remember earlier on, those of you who came, you saw a chart with many lines, right? And a lot of the charts out there are very complicated. Our charts always have a ATR stop loss. So the ATR stop loss will prevent you from massive loss. All right. Now remember, losses are not something good for you, isn't it? Right. Now just imagine if you have a trade VSA, you could have made 300% return and avoided the 70. That would cover back your investment, right, in time and money, right? So on hindsight, so you can see this is where we have the ATR stop loss, right? And let me just, if I can, I'm just going to erase this. Okay, on all slide, you can see, right? So this is a very clean chart now. Okay, highlighted, you can see here, this is where you cut loss. All right. Of course, we have weakness already, sign of weakness, which is the UT, and you have another UT. No doubt this line change was there, but the upthrust and the closing of this upthrust, that's where you could actually exit it. But look at here, the market already turned red, right? Already turned red. You can see this red hit zone. That tells you the market is definitely an exit area. Okay, now look back to it. Is this by chance or by design? What do you think? Is this by chance or by design? All right, is this by chance or by design? Definitely is by design. So in this case, smart money won and the ship's lost. All right, the ship lost. You can see right here. This is where the ship lost. The smart money won. Right, simple as that. That's what earlier we told you about the knife right through the ships. All right, now it's already 8:45. I gotta keep moving. Okay, speed up a bit. So I'm just gonna skip this, and so all right, I'm just gonna skip this. I'm just going straight to here. Yep, that's right. Because due to the time frame that we have, I want to finish this maybe just after 9. Now VSA framework is a sign of strength and sign of weakness. We focus on two things, right? The line change and no supply. All right, line change and no supply. So let's look at the market. Now remember the heat zone that I talk about, right? So this is the area, right, that we have. So the trade VSA, like it or not, indicates all the sign of strength, which is the green one here. Sign of strength merely, okay? Now let's look at what is sign of strength. Okay, sign of strength, right, is a bullish indicator. Now it's not a buy signal, okay? It simply says that the demand, okay, is greater than supply. Okay, and the SOW is a bearish indicator. Okay, this is where supply is greater than demand. So we use this, right? The green triangle for sign of strength. Okay, let me just get this right. This is green. And then we have the red, okay, for the sign of weakness. That's where we get the top one here, all right? This is where it gets signed. So you can see one clue that we use for the sign of weakness is the bearish indicator. So once it starts to turn red, red heat zone, that's where you see this market start to turn. And when the market turns up in here. Now if you go back and look at the market here, okay, this chart now, look at the white flipboard on the left hand side. Look at the white flipboard on the left hand side. So you can already compare the stage 1, right? This here is the red heat zone, and when it starts to turn green here, right, this is where the market goes green, 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 right, goes green here, green here, and then here you'll start to turn red zone, red zone, red zone all the way. So just take note of that one. I'll just repeat that. Here will be the red zone, turn green, all right, turn green, and then turn red. So we use the sign of strength, the green triangle, to tell us this is where the strength is, and then the market goes up. All right. Any questions so far? Okay. Now here is one of the two powerful strategy, the 18-day line change. All right. Now 18-day line change goes like this. We have the market is in stage 1 here. Okay, the market is in stage 1. Pay attention on the left side of the flip chart board here, and then it goes through accumulation. Then finally we see volume coming in. Volume coming in here, and then we have a line change. Okay, we have a line change that is denoted by the green triangle. That's why we use the line change to help our trader. Now imagine you have a software like Trade VSA. Then you're able to find what we call, again, the bullish indicator, the sign of strength where demands are. Because if not, it will take many months and even years of learning how to read this. All right. So we actually simplified it. So that's why we call it the computerized VSA or Trade VSA. It's very powerful. The professionals use it. Not many people know about it. And guess what? Many of our competitors now are going into price and volume. But volume spread analysis is the original. Just like the original coffee. This is where you get the best benefits. Okay. Now, if you look at these three charts here, A, B, and C. All right. Which one of these are line change? What do you think? Which one of these are line change? Is it A is a line change? B is a line change? C is a line change. Which one do you see? So we are paying attention to the so-called, okay, let me just get this first. We use the highlighter this time. We're paying attention here. All right, here, and here. Okay, which one do you think is a line change? Right, A, B, or C? Just give me your answer, okay? And I'm going to show you with that one. A, B, or C. All right. So the answer is B. B is the correct answer. Okay, let me just get back to this one here. Okay, B is the correct answer, and C is a line change. But out of this is a line change. This one here is the 18-day line change. Now, 18-day line change is very powerful. Why? Because it looks back the last 18 bars. Okay, this one only looks back a few bars, just a few bars. Okay, this one is not a line change. Right. So that's why if you're untrained in volume spread analysis, you will mislead a lot of chart, misread, and end up buying the wrong chart. Now remember, Peter, you said you always get the wrong exit and the entry. Have you maybe make a mistake in this area? By using a software like Trade VSA, you're able, you can see right here, this line change is indicated to you. Right, you can see this line change is indicated and so forth. Okay. So now the next question we have is the quality of the line change. Given 18-day line change versus here, let's say we talk about maybe 5 days line change. Okay, 5 days line change. Okay, 5 days line change here versus an 18-day line change. Which one is a better quality? Okay, definitely an 18-day line change, because 18-day line change is 1 month. Okay, 18-day line change gives 1 month. So that's what today we really want to teach you in this course. This 1.5 hour course, no doubt it's short, but it's very, very powerful if you understand the 18-day line change and 5-day line. Don't take it lightly, because this is the one that's going to make you money. All right, this is the one going to make you money. So take note of that. Now let's look at why I say. Now you look at DUFU, right? The 18-day line change, as soon as it's appeared here, right? This is the part where the volume comes in, and you go through this narrow spread bars. Remember, we talk about it, right? Goes up 67% in how long? In 1.5 months. 67% in 1.5 months. How much do you get by putting your money in fixed deposit? How much can you make in unit trust? Now, if you can read the 18-day line change or the line change, which stage 1 accumulation. Now, how do you know this is a stage 1? Now, remember, one of the audience just asked, how do I know smart money accumulating? This is where it is. The market will range bound, range bound, range bound. Let me just show you early on this chart here. Can you see? Now, pay attention to the left-hand side of the chart. Okay, left-hand side of the chart, you can see this is where the market range bound, and you see the narrow spread bars, and then you have the line change. You can see that, right? The line change. And the line change actually happened. Okay, right here, the first line change. And this corresponds to here. You see that one? Now remember, when I draw this on the left-hand side of the whiteboard, I have not seen DUFU yet. Isn't it interesting? So the smart money go through this accumulation, and when they do this activity, buying and accumulating, low volume buying, hidden buying, that's where it becomes a pattern. And this pattern is captured as part of the volume spread analysis. All right. So if you bought it right, just like on this left-hand side of the flip chart, right, then you will know you're able to buy it and then make possibility, in this case, a DUFU, a 67% gain in 1.5 months. What do you think? Would you like that or not? I'm sure you like that one, right? So that's what today we actually go through this course, a very short course, to tell you the patterns that we have over and over again. Next example, front can. Okay, now you can see front can again on the left hand side here, right? The market go through a very long accumulation, but note that we have the ATR stop loss. Can you see that? This ATR stop loss. Okay, this ATR stop loss. Okay, let me just highlight that again. Okay, here. Okay, let me just, oh, that's the eraser. This is the ATR stop loss. You can see that, right? Not once it is actually been touched at all. So you were able to buy here, okay? Just imagine in the 2nd of June and holding up for maybe 2.5 months, you could make an 87.5% gain, right? Based on the 18-day line change. Isn't that powerful? Now, pay attention to the charts that you see for front can and what you see on the flip chart on the left-hand side of the chart. Don't they similar? So one of the things we tell our members, if you have a software like Trade VSA, imagine in 2nd of early June, you would have got in and made that 87%. And that's why we say IVSA, it's a very powerful tool if you're able to do that. All right. Now, because of the time that we have, I won't have much time, so I'm just going to go through very quickly This Sheng Siong also went up. Perhaps tomorrow I have time, I'll show you this. Now, where to look for the stock idea? We have the VSA, Trade VSA screener. All right, we have a Trade VSA screener, and we're going to showcase to you tomorrow, due to the time frame that we have, no supply and 18-day line change. What we want to do is look for stocks that is very similar to what we've seen so far. All right, now we call it the screener. Now, the second most powerful is no supply. Again, this is the pattern that we have. Okay, let me just describe to you very quickly. Okay, in no supply, what we are looking for is perhaps all we are looking for is very narrow spread. Now, these are all what we call narrow spread. I hope you can see this. Okay, narrow spread bars. But the volume here, this bar can go up or down. We are looking for a very low volume. Okay, low volume bars, right? And then later on we have a confirm bar here. Okay, we have a confirm bar here, which is actually a mini line change. Okay, a mini line change. This is a no supply. Now, no supply is very, very difficult to spot them if to an untrained mind. So we use the Trade VSA screener as well as the indicator, the sign of strength. Remember, we talked about the sign of strength in here, right? Now look at the charts on the left-hand side, the sign of strength. We are looking for bullish indicator where the demands comes in right now. Okay, so what happens next? Okay, so this is another example of the charts that we look at. The no supply, we have the confirm no, no supply bar, right? And as a result, you can see in here, very, very classic, huh? Very, very classic. So right now you see this no demand bar, right? Again, in 2 months, okay, 2 months after spotting up the no demand, the market make a 55% return. Because some people said, no, I didn't get in here. Now, about now, is it worthwhile to go in? We will see tomorrow when we do our live trading. Okay, so tomorrow we just are going to be looking charts by charts. Right now, tonight, we're just going to be covering some of the no supply in here. That's another one, no supply in Supermax way back in 29th of May, and it's gone up 62%. Right, and since then, this market has never looked back. We got another one, no supply for Nestle, a 16% up in 20th of March, and the market went up. Japan Food, again, in the 17, this will be the 30th of May 2018, went up 40% up. So that's why we believe no supply, it's something that our user, Trade VSA user, must do. Okay, how to find it? Tomorrow we're going to get onto this. I'm going to show you tomorrow user. Now this one I'm just going to move out. Now let's review back some of our previous screener. I'll probably cover this tomorrow too. Okay, I'm just going to move on. But I want to show you this one. More importantly, is some of the trades that we have closed for the second quarter and third quarter that comes out in our screener. You can see CCK. All right, CCK, this one here, right? We made a 63% return. Now this is what we call our VSA scorecard, right? We stand by our trade. Now a lot of people will go out and boast they pick that stock, but is it evident? So we actually let our members know. So all you have to do is join our community and you're aware of our stock pick very regularly. Here you can see CCK, Sun City made a 51% return, and when did we pick it? On the 26th of April, and we only hold it for 2 months. If you join us tomorrow, I'm going to share with you when we close our trade. Now we got a couple of questions in here. Okay, the comment below at the end of the video, we'll check if there's. Is there any possibility? Is someone asking this a question? Okay, tomorrow we may be able to do some at the comment to able to do this for some intraday trading for tomorrow's session. Okay, intraday trading you may want to do a bit for today or tomorrow. Okay, So we want to check if there's any possibility of intraday trading for tomorrow's session. Okay. So let's move on. Now you can see in here, out of this list, the top 10, all of them made money. Okay. April onwards, we are all making money by just simply using the screener 18-day line change. Now that's why we are very proud of our screener, the 18-day line change and the no supply screener. You have to try it to believe me. All right. So that's why we use the trade VSA. Right. That's why we say that you trade smarter every time. Okay. So this is a CCK, the case study that we talk about. We're going to share with you. Now just looking at here, right? The volume here is low, right? And then the market start to move up. This is where we see volume coming in and then start to move up, right? There's another line change in here, 18-day line change with high volume here. The volume start to come out. We don't want to look for too high of a volume. So that's why we have the line change in here. And then we see weakness, all right? Weakness, no supply. And then finally, when the market turn, red hit zone, you want to be out. So that way, you would have taken your profit somewhere up here and made a 93%. Okay, in how many months? Let's say we take it from here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 months. Okay, isn't that great? Just 4 months, 93%. Where can you get that? Can you get that in fixed deposit? Definitely not. Now, Super Comac, again, very similar on the line change here, right? That's where you can see LC volume moving sideways, right? And the market goes higher. As long as it doesn't break this ATR stop loss, all right, we want to run a profit. Now remember, our green hit zone, it's very, very similar to a trend following. As long as there is a trend moving up. Now remember, stage 2 that I talk about here, okay? Stage 2 is a beginning of a trend. Now, if you look on the notice on the left-hand side of the chart now, this stage 2 here is the same as this stage 2 here. So it's become like a trend following going higher, okay? I got to keep moving. Tomorrow we're going to go through the screeners. We got the 18-day line change screener in here. We got the Singapore side. We have the Hong Kong, and we have the Nasdaq. All right. So tomorrow we'll be looking at some of these danger stock, which is Wata and TechFast. All right. And then we have the safe stocks, Cycom and Chronology Asia, and the momentum stock, the aggressive one, Frontcan. So make sure you catch us tomorrow. We will be discussing this stocks. 12 noon, 30th of August. Come back again for our live FB. Idea United Bintang. Right. Now I'm going to talk about TradingView very quickly because tomorrow we're going to be going to the TradingView chart. TradingView for Trade VSA, it works as a plugin. So tonight I want you guys to go in and to create a TradingView account. All right, I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you get the trading account, you will not able, I repeat, you will not able to see all this. Not until you purchase the Trade VSA plugin. Okay, you will only get this if you purchase, okay, the Trade VSA plugin. When you have the TradingView account, make sure you get a TradingView account. Then you're able to see some of these charts, the free charts, but not the Trade VSA. So again, then if you purchase it, you'll get the red hit zone, okay, and you get the green hit zone. Now these are the one that tells you when you want to be going in, right? So this is how we'll keep this for tomorrow, and I'm going to show you. We're going to switch on to the intraday charts due to the time frame that we have. Now, if you combine this all, right, you have the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, and then we have the ATR stop loss, the sign of weakness, the sign of strength, okay, which we talked about earlier on, right, where the demand comes in. Pay attention to the whiteboard on the left-hand side, right, the demands and the supply. The sign of weakness is a bearish indicator. Just think of that for the moment, where the supply is greater than the demand. Okay. And we have the red volume and the green volume. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. We have two trainers. Myself, I'm the chief trainer, and I also have Mr. Zach Lim, which will join us from time to time in all our live FB. He's our technical in-house trainer, right? And our model excellence here actually consists of having the framework. Today, I don't have time to go through the framework, all right, because due to the short time, I have many things to share with you, really, the audience. And I really encourage you to join our community so I can share you our VSA trading time frame, which I did not spend any time, so 0%, and also our cash portfolio risk management. But the framework I've shared with you today, the 18-day line change, a little bit on no supply, which is only less than 15%. Okay, I think the testimonial from one of our members who've been doing the VSA trading, and he said that he's been following volume spread analysis for the last 10 years. We are not a new kid on the block. We have been around for a long time. If you have found out about us and you tested other software or other system, I can tell you we are in par or even better than them. And we've always been very profitable. Right, able to continue the lifestyle, and more importantly, you can trade and invest with confidence. This is the initial earlier on where you combine with fundamental indicators. You can see this gentleman started with 1.4 million and ended up about 1.9 million last year, 2017. That's almost a 33% return. A 33% return and a 500,000 unrealized profit. What do you think of that? Isn't that great? $500,000, huh? For a lot of people, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Right? And what this trader does, it combines fundamental analysis. Okay, fundamental analysis is something I've talked a lot, but I'll just give you a short intro. We look at company with strong ROE, return on equity, that have little or no debt at all. Very important, and must pay dividend and increasing dividend. All right, and many more in this book. And this will be one of the courses that we will cover. Now, why we feel trade VSA again is right for you if you don't have time and you're already busy, constrained, running from all time, whether you're retiree, right, busy with your children. And this is also right if you are a remiser and broker. And many of our members are broker and trader. They use our screener and our indicator, which is the sign of strength and sign of weakness, to advise their client, and many of their clients has been very successful, and so can you too if you use the trade VSA. Now, we also have a proven track record. I've just shown you very quickly just now, right? So a lot of the stocks we picked made a double-digit return in the very short span of time. Now, just compare to what you can get from the banks. How much do you get in a year? 3%. In here, you can definitely go. So our track record, that will remove a lot of doubt, right? And the cost of ownership. Our system is not going to cost you how much? 10,000, 20,000? Definitely not. So in here, basically what we feel that it is investing in education and the tools. I'm going to get to the pricing soon, okay? I'm going to get to the pricing soon. So you invest your time and your money, right? And you will be successful, right? So that way you can always trade smarter every time. Because I have, as a fund manager, private investor, and many of our members have done so, right? Don't waste any more time. If you feel trade VSA is right for you, just get in touch with us, WhatsApp us, PM us, and we are happy to show you more and also pricing. Of course, we're going to go down to the pricing in here. Our telephone number for sales inquiry is 6010-226-9761. And we have two packages, 2,088. Our normal price is 2,888. Today only, special one is 2,088. You get the trade VSA plugin, what you see, the green hit zone, the sign of weakness. You get our special invite group, our trading methodology that we talk about, the 18-day line change, the no supply, 1-day course, live trading, and the pro package of TradingView, which we will show you tomorrow. For the plugin, now what's the difference between plugin is that you already have TradingView account. Right? If you have TradingView account, then you just can get the purchase for the plugin from us for 1,688. So buy now. We encourage you. This is a time where the market is hot and you want to get in. Now, one of the VSA benefit in here, let me just go through it one by one. You get the sign of strength, sign of weakness. Those arrow that you see, yeah? You get the hit zone. You get the screener, which I'll go into, and you get about 50 market access, right? You get the KLSC, and today they just added up. I was told they have the FM70 futures account, which we can show you also trading live, right? Then we have the 1-day course and the 2-hour live trading. We have the Facebook support, our live trading session, and the monthly VSA training. So all this, can you imagine, for 2,888? Very good deal, isn't it? Right? Can you imagine somewhere else you have to pay $7,000 or $8,000 more? Okay, now Trade VSA, we're very confident you're able to follow the footprint of the smart money. That's why we have the financial scorecard. The green triangle detect hidden buying, the red triangle, and the heat zone to detect the strength of the market trend. Now, here again, we are offering you 2088, right, and 1688. Okay. So what do you get now? In our one-day VSA course, these are the calls you can choose, either using an income cash method, which we will have it on the 30th and 1st of October, or the pullback at one strategy. Session 1 will be the looking at trading psychology, the basic of VSA, pullback method, and then we're doing a lot of exercises, and then we follow by a session 5 live trading. Now these 2 dates are there. You can either choose the income cash method, and this cost by itself, one of them is worth 800 ringgit. Now the amount of money you make, if you get it right, I tell you, will cover back what you have. Now remember, the 2088 special price, 2888 is our real price. You get to attend one or the other course. One, you can either attend the income cash method or the pullback method. All right. So PM us. You know how to find us. Now we always believe you reap what you sow, right? And remember, what we are suggesting in here is the time and money. You got the time, and it's all investment, your time and my time, to make you a good trader. If you've done so, then you will get the step-by-step formula that many of our members have already done so to pay the life they live. You can see them. Many of them are in this career. Some are part-time. Some are doing it full-time. And I've seen it maybe before. If you put your heart and mind in it, you will reap what you sow. So in short, right, before we go down to the individual stocks, I'm going to show you, I have shown you the 2 most powerful strategy, right, early on, which is the line change, all right, the line change and the no supply. We also show you how to enter the 18-day line change with maximum profit and minimum risk, where you put your stop loss. Remember, no supply, because I'll do the short time tomorrow. We're going to go on a bit more and use the best online trading platform, which is the TradingView. All right. And finally, we share you some few of our case study where we've done so. CCK, Frontcan, and tomorrow we're looking at the 3 types of stock: the danger stock, the safe stock, and the momentum stock, and how you can repeat finding those trades again and again. A very wonderful tool, because we feel that you have a peace of mind. Take a picture of this. This is my contact number. PM me if you need some sort of demo or verification about it. All right. Now remember, tomorrow we'll be doing our live FB 12 noon. Come back. Some of you who is watching in here, I'm sure you will see some of the stocks where we talk about. Trade VSA is going to be around, and we are going to give everyone a fair chance to learn the secret of the market. So with all, I finished my talk today in here. We will continue tomorrow, the live FB. Now what I want to do now is to go to for tomorrow for you guys, right? When you come in, I want you to go to TradingView and create a free trading account. Can you do that? So go over to TradingView now and create a free trading account, because tomorrow, right, for those of you who wanted to purchase the Trade VSA, we will give you the plugin after you make the payment, and then you're able to see what I see here, all right, which is the charts. And this is one of the charts that I bought, which is the US market. It's PayPal, right? You can see this market here, right? So tomorrow, okay, what we want to do is right now, can you log in to your PayPal? Can you log into your PayPal? Sorry, log into your TradingView, okay, and create a new account. So go over to tradingview.com, right? Go over to tradingview.com, okay, and create an account if you don't have one now. This is where you want to join for free, all right? Can you click join for free? You can join for free here. Click on join for free. And you can sign up, okay? Any name that you want to, your username, your email, your password, and make sure, and then you click the sign up. All right, let's do this for 1 minute. Okay, so log in to tradingview.com, okay, and sign up. Okay, I'm just going to step out from my camera audience here, then I'll be back. Okay, can use debit card. Okay, Peter just PM us for that one. Okay, so sign up first. I want you guys to sign up a TradingView account. It's free. All right, no obligations. Okay, sign up, because tomorrow when you come, I want you to start using the TradingView already. Okay, I'm just going to stay up for about 30 seconds. Just get a sip of water and I'll come back. All right, so don't go away yet. All right, I'm back now, and so it's great. So how many of you already opened a TradingView account? Okay, how many of you already opened a TradingView account? Can you type TradingView? Okay, can you type TradingView if you already opened an account? Okay. How many already opened up a TradingView account? Okay. Now, for those of you who is watching the recording, please open up a TradingView account. Just go over to www.tradingview.com, as you can see from the chart, and open up a free account which will access the Malaysian Stock Exchange as well as the Singapore Stock Exchange. That will definitely help you a lot. And for tomorrow, those of you who is watching this recording, if you want us to comment any possible trade for intraday, please type on the comment. Okay, please type on the comment, so we will do those trade for you tomorrow using intraday charts, looking at 30 minutes, 1 hour charts that we look at. That's why TradingView is so powerful. Really looking in real time. You can trade the futures also, right? So to those of you who is listening to the recording, okay, please put in on the comment and some of the stocks that you want us to watch out for. Okay? Okay, good. Now, all right. So sign up for the TradingView, and we're going to move on. Okay, I'm just going to log in now. Okay, into a TradingView. So once you get in, this is the first chart that you see. And if you have any stocks that you want me to look at, all right, just feel free. And there was one earlier on, I was supposed to do it for Chef Saham, right, which is my good friend and also student. Okay, it's MYEG. Okay, MYEG 0138. So once you look into it now, really powerful about TradingView. If you go into it, it has all the indicators. Okay, TradingView. Once you log in, right, you can see this chart in here. You can look at the technicals too. I don't normally pay attention to this because this one is very biased. They just look at price, they don't look at volume. So if you just buy purely on this, you get into trouble, right? Volume, as I said before, is very important. So this is MYEG. They have the financials here. All right, you can read all the financials. I'm not going to go into it. I'll keep it for another session right now. But I'm just going to show you is the charts, the full feature charts, where we click on it, and that takes you to the trading view, right? Now, he did ask me to comment on it. So normally what I do is that I'll just switch on to a daily chart. You can see the market started to break out. Okay, today we have a line change. Look at that. When the first line change came, now you just imagine you have a system like that. You would have got in on the 20th of July. 20th of July. Were you out at any on time? Okay. Now this is very classic. Okay, very classic in here. And then they also have a feature which I'm going to talk to it very quickly, is not this one here, is the price projection. All right, we have the price projection here. I'll just use this one here. So normally what we do, we can label them here to here, okay, somewhere, and then we put this one up. So you can see this one now is in stage 1, right? Then we have another one here, okay, somewhere around here, okay, and we can put it up. This is another stage 1, right? Then we have a small stage 2. So the stage 2, what you can do, you can use the parallel channels. All right, just go this one here, just clicks on, and then you just drag. And once we do that, we just make it up here. All right. Okay, so here is the same thing. So what you want to do is you can see the trend channel in here, right, up here. Okay, then you just drag up. You can see this is where you have the, what does this tell you? This looks like going into a stage what? Stage 2, isn't it? So you can see this is where we actually get on to the time. Now in terms of price projection, there's one very good one, price projection I normally use, is this here. I'll use this one for my price projection here. So price projection I'll normally use here, the last time when it fell right at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to exit here. So I'll just see where the last high here, right? Okay, I'll just click this price projection. It's a very good way of projecting it. All right, and you can see right at the bottom here, and then I fan it out. All right, so this would be my first price projection. So I'll just draw another trend line here. Okay, and okay, so that to me, it's a very good profit target. So I'll just type it here. Okay, price target, what price? 195 cents. Okay, so price target 195. So if you look here, and you can just switch on to the percentage sign, you can see 44. Okay, let me just zoom it in a bit here. Okay, right, you can see this is where 0 you got. Okay, now I'm just going to zoom up a bit more. I'm just going to drag this a bit more. No, it's not enough scale, so I'm just going to drop it a bit. Probably I'll just use 3 months. Okay, there you go. 3 months on the, no, I'm going to switch back to daily charts. Okay, 3 months. Oh, okay, I'll just switch back to 1 month chart. Okay, this is the 30-minute chart, which we'll look at it tomorrow. I'm going to explain a bit more tomorrow. You look at it, but right now you can see here the price target going back to. Let me just try to get this down here. Okay, now I'll turn this out. Yep, because it doesn't like the percentage. So you can see here the price difference. Now I can put this percentage. Okay, the price potential doesn't allow me to drag, but it's okay. I can still calculate it. So you can see from this price projection 150 to 195. All right, that's almost a 50%, right? 150, about 45. Where do you put your stop loss? Okay, so if you put your stop loss around here, 122, okay, 122, then you have a risk of, how much is that? 135. I just use my calculator here. 135 minus the ATR stop loss is 122. So that's about 13 cents. And how much profit are we going for? You betcha. We're going for almost 40 cents. 40 cents divided by 13 cents, just estimate you're talking about a 3 times. So this does look very, very good, ladies and gentlemen. This does look good. So this is one of the ways that we have, right? Okay, so this, we use this price projection in here. Now the trade VSA, it's good. We need to have the line change. Okay, the line change, we're going to go through this tomorrow to know where your profit objective is. The line change, right? And if you hit this target, you can take some, or you can let your profit run. So when you combine the trade VSA, sign of strength, sign of weakness, and using the trading view tools, it's a very powerful combination in here. All right, so that's why we want to move forward with this one here. Any stocks you want me to look at? Okay, any stock you want me to look at, just let me know. Okay, and can show you that one. Okay, so we use the drawing tools to do what we call compose a picture of the what we call the market stages. Okay, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, right? And then use the sign of strength, sign of weakness, which actually lies in between here and tomorrow. Okay, I'm just going to stay on for 2 more minutes. If you have any stock you want me to watch at, okay, else we're going to go on to tomorrow live FB. All right, live FB. Okay, Steve Jong have Hartalega, so I'll look at Hartalega. Now you look at Hartalega, right? The charts that we see in here, this is the daily chart. All right, we look like we have some sort of an uptrust, but this sell-off here, it's a very strong. It hasn't hit the ATR stop loss yet. Okay, it hasn't hit the ATR stop, nor is it on the red hit zone. Okay, so while this is quite safe now, okay, it's quite safe now, but we don't encourage you to trade, because why? You have the market is very close to it here. It's already been an uptrend in here, but if there's any pullback along the way with sign of strength, sign of weakness, this is where you want to be trading. Okay, somewhere around here, just after it turned on the green zone. But right now, this look like a possibility, what we call a stage 3, because it hasn't hit the ATR so yet. The red hit zone may come up. All right, so just be careful of that one. Okay, any other stocks? All right. Okay, if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And those of you who is watching this recording tonight, be sure to join us on the 30th of August, 12 noon for live trading. With that, I see you tomorrow again. Thank you for coming, right? Now, remember, do PM us if you have any questions. And for our peace of mind, contact us